Eala faces another Croatian in ASB Classic second round. Match is at 8 a.m. with the 4th-seeded Filipina ace seeking a spot in the quarterfinals of this Women's Tennis Association WTA 250 tournament. Eala faces another acid test at the ASB Classic as she takes on the dangerous Petra Marcinko in the second round on Thursday, January 8th, in Auckland, New Zealand. Match is at 8 a.m. with the 4th-seeded Filipina ace seeking a spot in the quarterfinals of this Women's Tennis Association WTA 250 tournament. The 20-year-old Eala is banking on her stunning opening round win over 2024 Paris Olympics silver medalist Donna Vekic, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, on Tuesday, January 6th, as well as a morale-boosting first-round doubles victory with American partner Iva Jovic against tennis legends Venus Williams and Alina Svitolina, 7-6, 7, 6-1, 2 days before. But expect the world number 53 Eala to be wary of Marcinko, who is only 7 months younger and is currently ranked number 82. Fresh from a 6-4, 0-6, 7-6, 2 triumph over fellow unseeded Camila Osorio, the Croatian boasts a breakthrough title in a top-tier WTA 125 event, the 2025 ATV Tennis Open in Rome. But she isn't the only one with such credentials. Last year, Eala also clinched her first WTA 125 crown at the Guadalajara Open and reached a ranking as high as number 50. A victory for Eala would earn her a quarterfinals berth with the winner between 5th seed Magda Linette and Elisabetta Cacciaretto. Linette is coming off a 6-4, 4-6, 6-2 win over former world number 1 Venus Williams, while Cacciaretto downed Alicia Parks, 6-2, 7-5. Meanwhile, Eala and Jovic are also set for a quarters meeting with Jessica Malikova and Renata Zarazua, who shocked top seeds Asia Muhammad and Erin Routliffe, 3-6, 6-2, 12-10. The Auckland air always seems to carry a promise in early January. It drifts in from the Waitemata Harbour, cool and salt-touched, brushing against the courts of the ASB Tennis Center like a quiet whisper. This is where seasons begin. For Eala, that whisper has grown louder with every step she takes onto the blue hard courts, and now, in the second round of the ASB Classic, it sharpens into a familiar challenge, another Croatian opponent standing between her and the next chapter of her unfolding story. Eala does not arrive at moments like these as a stranger to pressure. At her age, she already carries the weight of expectation from a tennis-loving nation and the quiet confidence of someone who has learned to belong on this stage. Her first-round victory in Auckland was not just a win on paper. It was a statement written in footwork, timing, and the unmistakable courage to swing freely when the moment demands it. Now comes another Croatian, another test shaped by discipline, power, and the kind of European hard-court pedigree that has long defined players from that tennis tradition. Croatian tennis has a particular character, solid baseline mechanics, heavy ground strokes, and an ingrained belief in enduring rallies until the opponent blinks first. For Eala, this is not an unfamiliar landscape. She has crossed paths with this style before, learning to translate patience into opportunity, defense into sudden offense. So what makes this matchup intriguing is not just the flags beside the players' names, but the contrast in rhythm and philosophy. Eala's game has evolved into a blend of modern aggression and classical intelligence. She constructs points with care, using angles and depth as if sketching lines on a canvas, then finishing with decisive intent. Her left-handed game adds another layer of complexity, creating patterns that disrupt opponents who are accustomed to more orthodox exchanges. The ASB Classic, often seen as a warm-up event for the Australian Open, has a way of revealing who is truly ready for the season ahead. For Eala, this second-round encounter feels less like preparation and more like progression. Each match is a stepping stone, not just toward rankings or headlines, but toward self-definition as a tour-level competitor. Across the net, the Croatian presence represents resilience. Croatian players are raised in a system that prizes mental toughness, where long matches are less feared than embraced. The rallies can stretch, the margins can shrink, and the pressure can build point by point. It is in these moments that Eala's growth becomes most visible. She no longer rushes the game. She listens to it. There is a quiet maturity in the way she resets between points, eyes focused, shoulders relaxed. It speaks of hours spent refining not just strokes, but mindset. Against an opponent likely to test her consistency and patience, these qualities will matter as much as her forehand or serve. Auckland crowds have always had an eye for emerging talent, and Eala's presence has not gone unnoticed. There is something compelling about watching a player on the brink, someone whose best tennis still feels ahead of her, unfolding in real time. Each clean winner draws applause, but so does each long rally survived, each problem solved on the fly. This second-round clash is also a reminder of how global tennis has become. A Filipina athlete facing a Croatian opponent on New Zealand soil, with fans from all over the world watching. This is the sport at its most interconnected. For Eala, carrying her country's flag is both an honor and a motivation. She plays not just for herself, but for young players back home who see in her a reflection of what is possible. Tactically, the match may hinge on who controls the center of the court. Croatian players are known for their ability to dictate with depth, pushing opponents back and waiting for short balls. Eala's challenge will be to take time away, step inside the baseline when opportunities arise, and use her variety, slices, angles, and sudden changes of pace to disrupt rhythm. But beyond tactics lies something less measurable. There is a calm defiance in Eala's game, a refusal to be overawed by reputation or ranking. She has learned, match by match, that tennis is not played on paper. It is played in moments, a break point saved with a fearless swing, a long rally ended with a daring down-the-line shot, a deep breath taken before a crucial serve. As the second round unfolds, the match will likely swing like the Auckland breeze, momentum shifting, pressure rising, resolve tested. For Eala, facing another Croatian is not about revisiting the past, but about confirming the present. It is about showing that her first-round success was no accident, that her place in this draw is earned. Win or lose, matches like this shape a career. They teach lessons that no practice session can replicate. They reveal strengths, expose areas for growth, and harden the competitive edge required at the highest level. For Eala, this second-round encounter is another chapter in a journey still being written, 1 point at a time. And as she steps onto the court once more, racket in hand, eyes forward, the Auckland air whispers again, not of pressure, but of possibility.